Welcome to Learn Agile, the place to learn everything about Agile. Today, let us hear about frequently asked questions during Agile Coach interviews and some tips around how to respond to those questions. First question: can you explain your experience with Agile?
While responding to this question, provide inputs about any specific Agile frameworks or methods you have worked with and different roles you have played, along with time you have spent in those roles. These days, employers are particular of certain certifications. So, do mention the certifications you have acquired. More importantly, do not forget to share the outcome you have helped achieve, or the results you have achieved, or helped teams achieve.
For example, you could respond like this: I have been working with Agile for the past 5 years, and I have experience with Scrum and Kanban. In my previous role, I was responsible for implementing Scrum for a software product development team, and we were able to increase our delivery rate by 30% within the first 9 months. I am also certified Scrum Master, and I am always up to date with the latest in the world of Agile through meetups, communities of practices, attending workshops and reading books as well as articles.
Question 2. How do you approach coaching and mentoring teams in an Agile environment?
In response to this question, emphasize your ability to guide and mentor teams, as well as your experience with coaching techniques.
For example, you could respond like this: I believe that coaching and mentoring should be tailored to the specific needs of the team. My approach is to start by understanding the team's current level of Agile maturity, and then work with them to identify areas for improvement. I use techniques such as active listening, reflective questioning, and feedback to help team members build on their strengths and address areas for improvement. I also ensure that team members are given the opportunity to take ownership of their own learning and development. You can then give some scenarios of actual assignment where you did either of these.
Question 3. Can you give an example of a difficult situation you faced as an Agile coach and how you handled it?
While responding to this question, you should share 1 or 2 specific challenges from your past assignments, the steps you took to address those, and the outcomes that you achieved. Sample answer could be like this: sure. There are many such situations that I have faced. Let me share one such example with you. When I was working with a team that was struggling with lack of communication and trust among team members, I began by facilitating team-building activities and regular retrospectives to encourage open and honest communication. I also worked with individual team members to address specific issues and help them to understand the impact of their behavior on the team. As a result, we were able to establish a more collaborative and effective team environment.
Should an Agile coach be advocating only one framework? Can you justify your answer whether it is yes or no?
This is a very good question. Let me provide a sample response to this question. It is important for an Agile coach not to get attached to any particular framework. This is because Agile does not mean one size fits all. Different organizations have different needs and contexts, and a coach should be able to adapt to the specific needs of each organization. They can be master in 1 or 2 frameworks, which is not an issue. However, when a coach gets too attached to a particular framework, they may become blind to other approaches that could be more effective. They may also be less able to understand and work with the unique challenges and constraints of the organization. And this can ultimately limit the effectiveness of the coaching. Additionally, coaches should be open to new ideas, new approaches, and new ways. Someone who is attached to a particular framework may miss out on new developments and best practices. Therefore, in my view, an Agile coach should be adaptable, flexible, and open to different approaches rather than being tied to a particular framework. This allows them to better understand and work with the organization, and ultimately to be more effective in their coaching.
Question 5. How do you handle resistance to change within a team or organization?
Here, discuss strategies you have used to overcome resistance to change, and how you help team members understand the benefits of agile practices.
And a sample answer could be like this: I handle resistance to change by first understanding the root cause of the resistance and addressing it directly. I also make sure to involve team members in the change process and clearly communicate the benefits of the change. I also work to build buy-in and support from key stakeholders within the organization to help overcome resistance.
Question 6. How do you handle conflicts or issues that arise within an agile team?
In response to this question, you could discuss the strategies you use to identify, address, and resolve conflicts within an agile team and any approaches that you adopt, such as through facilitation or by promoting effective communication. Sample answer: I believe in addressing conflicts or issues head-on and as soon as possible. To handle them, I firstly listen to all the parties involved, understand their perspectives, and then facilitate a discussion to find a resolution that works for everyone. I also encourage effective communication and collaboration among team members to prevent conflicts from arising in the first place.
Question 7. As Agile Coach, what skills do you think are important?
You could mention the skills from your perspective, and also give reference to how you have demonstrated these skills in your past assignments. Some of the skills that you may like to mention would be strong communication and interpersonal skills, facilitation and mentoring abilities, knowledge of agile values, principles, frameworks, and practices, ability to understand and address resistance to change, strong problem-solving skills, understanding of how to measure and improve team performance.
Question 8. How do you educate and train team members on agile principles and practices?
Your response could include sharing the ways you have educated and trained team members on agile principles and practices, such as through workshops or by creating training materials and more.
And here is a sample answer for you. I believe in an experiential approach to learning and use a variety of methods to educate and train team members on agile principles and practices. I conduct workshops and training sessions, create training materials, and also make sure to involve team members in the implementation process. I also encourage them to continuously educate themselves by reading relevant literature and participating in online communities.
Hope you found these questions and answers useful. If you have any specific questions and are looking for guidance on how to respond to those, you could type those in the comments section. We will try and provide our guidance to you. Thank you, and take care. Thanks for watching. If you have already not subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get notified about our new uploads.